Hello, my name is Jupiter Hadley, and today we're doing another version of Jupi Plays All the Games, this time with a Locus jam. The instructions for this game jam were make a place something specific and discrete, like one room in a structure or a single fixed perspective. It can be graphical or text or diorama, or desktop folders or anything you desire. So it seems like it'd be quite the interesting jam. I'll be playing all of the entries for about a minute each. Links to the individual games will be in the descriptions, 10 per video. Feel free to check them out and check me out while you're down there. All my info is also in the description, and feel free to like and comment. Next, we're playing the item shop. Alright, so we'll rotate. Can we zoom in? Oh, we can. We zoomed in too far. How do we zoom back out? I've broken it. I don't know what's really going on. Well, there's the sign. It's backwards. Alright. Oh, I didn't want to toggle full screen. Nope, didn't want you. What's this do? View and VR, rendering options, viewer mode. Viewer mode? First person? Fix that. History of the Cyclops Wars, looking for a red-headed girl. The prophecy, help me, I'm so lonely. Can I interact with this, or am I just viewing it and looking around? It doesn't tell me how to use any of this. Arrow keys. Nope. It looks quite cool. Can I buy? How do I interact with you, though? Just don't know how to actually interact. Apparently everyone in my party died and I want to hear about the Cyclops War, but I just don't know how. Next. We're playing Ghost. Okay. This looks like a strange little world. So we appeared on top of this hill. There's spikes all around us. This was half dreamt and half remembered. I like these games based on a dream. Sounds like a cool idea to base a game off of. Bam! Bam. They don't hurt me. Another hill. Wonder if it just repeats or what. The jump's very floaty. This is pretty neat. Another cool world to wander about. Hey, look, another hill. I'm not gonna go up this hill though. I'm gonna go up it. I'm always curious if there's something on top of hills. I always expect there to be. It's always fun to jump off them. Boop. Wow. Next, we're playing on the jetty. You stand on the jetty at the lake. It's dark out. It extends out onto the lake. On either side are two tethered pontoons. The dominant sound is water lapping against the concrete, though behind you can hear shouts and laughter. From this side, you only really saw it at night. Your father comes here all the time, day and night. He told you about how the lake was built. It all used to be swamplands in between here and the city. When they drained the swamps and built the roads, they created a lake with earth movers and concrete. Not sure how everything else ended up here, though. You turn around and face the building. There is a set of big double doors open and a small shed up against the wall. The building continues upwards for 3 stories and continues out the lakefront past your vision. You've never been upstairs, and you've never ventured out along the lakefront in the dark. Light pours out of the open double doors. You can still hear the water lapping. The slow slap of water against the platoon somehow drowns out other sounds. You guess the lake is much bigger than everything else nearby. Let's do day and night. When he was younger, he used to train here. He ran laps around the lake. To build strength, they were made to carry bricks, 2 bricks to a man. A line of men, some holding 1 brick in each hand, others cradling the bricks like babies. They would lift up their shirts and make brick hammocks, or hold them on their shoulders with their elbows pointed to the sky. When the circuit was done and the finish line was crossed, the men would stop and they would drop their bricks onto the lake and head inside. Into the lake, wow. Your father said it really made him feel like he was finished. All you could do is imagine the tower of bricks. Seems pretty interesting. A lot of story here with your father. Next, we're playing Abyss. A portal to an infinite horrors of the abyss stands before you. Enter. You're descending a staircase. Faster, faster, you trip. You tumble head over heels, breaking every bone in your body. You arrive. You fall. 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 You don't remember walking into the pit. You don't even remember seeing it. When was the last time the wind wasn't rushing in your hair? When was the last time you put any weight on your feet? You're falling now. You've been falling for hours, days maybe. Let's reach out and touch the walls. We're going to scroll back up. You stand at an intersection of an impossible number of corridors. You spin in place, trying to remember where you were going and from which corridor you came. The incessant buzzing of the fluorescent lights disturbs your thoughts. You choose a direction arbitrarily and orient yourself. You arrive. So I guess I stopped falling when I reached out. Now I'm in a corridor. A majestic lake sits before you, nestled in a valley. The rocky slope opposite you is spotted by pockets of shadows and snow. You follow the trail ahead of you with your eyes, admiring the sun-baked meadows streaming with flowers. You adjust your pack and prepare to set off. How am I in a valley with snow but yet flowers? Sounds like a strange world. Next. We're playing Here and Never. I spend way too much time in this room. Sometimes I am bored. I'm not so bored anymore. Being bored sometimes is like hearing an annoying background noise, perpetrating everything. Let's go back. So, kitchen. There's a pile of dirty dishes. I'm too bored to wash up. There's no cake. There's no real food. There are no veggies. Eat cheese. Sometimes I'm bored. I am bored. Tedious. Ugh, I'm not bored. I don't want that noise. There's a window. Outside is nice, if only I had an excuse to leave this house. I'm too bored to bother. Clothes, shower. Why don't I just look okay? Can't deal with shaving right now. I'm not so bored anymore. Being bored sometimes like an annoying background noise, permitting everything. Alright, so we're gonna go. I've looked at the window. Yes. Let's go bathroom. I'm too bored to take a shower. I should shave. I hate shaving. I'm too bored to deal with shaving-related dysphobia. Alright. Well, you're bored. So we're bored, we hear the noise, let's go to the kitchen. Let's eat peanuts. Sometimes I am bored. I am bored. Tedious. Okay, let's go to the window. Outside is nice, it's still the same. I'm not so bored anymore. So he doesn't want that anymore. But you are bored. This is quite interesting. So the bathroom, I'm too bored to take a shower. Okay. I don't know. Next. We're checking out the game Hold Up. It's a game for 2 or more players. You're alone in your room. Maybe you're not the only one home. Maybe you are. There's some place you could or should be, but you're not. You're not doing anything in particular either. It's a perfect time to explore the place you call your own. Find tiny little things hidden for years in walls, connect with ghosts, or leave your own secret for people to find. The game. Hold Up is a game where each player is a person who at some point in time inhabits the same room in a home. Play rotates so that each player has 5 turns. On their first turn, each player decides different things about their character. On the 5th turn, each player makes decisions about what their character does after the experiences. On turn 2, 3, and 4, the characters are free to discover a secret from the past room or leave a hidden message for the future. The room. There are certain characteristics that should be kept in mind. Small room is suited for the sleeping space of 1. Withholding is a room that can keep secrets forever, so probably like a closet. Solemn is a room for contemplation and quiet. And persistent, the room stays pretty much the same over the years, so like probably a kitchen. The characters have different aspects as well, like lonely, contained, curious, melancholy. So this is like a real-life game that you can play with your friends in your house. Seems like a pretty neat idea, actually. So if you're looking for a game to play with your friends, this is a very original one. Next. We're playing Every City is the Same. What diner you used to go to? That diner you used to go to. What was it called again? You know the one. The one that crouches beneath the overpass on chicken legs. There's more over here. She sat on the windowsill. She looked so tired. She said she hadn't had a chance to think, to just sit and think, to just be with her thoughts. For 2 weeks. It was a hot summer. There were trains. Never been on a train. You will always find ways and reasons to distract yourself and to be distracted. This looks like a pretty interesting little town. We got a nice view. Looks like I haven't really unpacked. Oh. Alright. The wick of a kerosene lamp bought at the mom pop hardware store. The alley green and rotten in the sweltering summer air. It'll like discover the different things to read. The way your fingers wind their ways through the ritual like they were supposed to, and you miss everyone and everything, and oh, if If only there was a ritual for that. Like another one over here, but I can't seem to get back to it. Quite an interesting way to deliver the story. The nook you pine for but cannot find, never enough time or money or strength to find it. That nook where everybody knows your name. Bless them, bless them. You learn to recognize patterns eventually. They didn't help, never tried to help. There's like a person over there. A neighbor. Tubes of paint in some locker. Somewhere, index cards covered in arcane symbols, bits of string swept under that vending machine in the hall. Oh, we need to like turn to read this. Limbo is a sleepless sort of place, the incomplete guide to interdimensional travel. They say never to sleep in places of transit. They also say to try to travel light and never in search of lost things. It's a good read if you're into that sort of thing. So there's like a book, maybe. What are the comforts that are most comfortable? What can make you forget that you can't go home again? Wow, lots of deep story in this game. Next, we're playing VACANT Tundra. It's just a little world that you can explore. And then eventually you die. Just like in real life. It's a lot of like really interesting noise. That looks like it says something. I'm the black figure. I can't tell. It's like the end of the screen. Oh. Can't go from pink to green, it seems. Go down then. Somehow found my way out of it. Back to these words. Green seems to be on top of everything, so if you stay on green you'll be able to walk anywhere. Next. We're playing Sociodeco Architecture. I hope I said that right. I watch as the room becomes twisted, broken, dead. I watch as the blood of a dozen bloated corpses fill to the corners and is accepted as an offering to the digital deities, corpulent and unforgiving. I watch as the walls melt to lines of hexadecimal, all broken and full of bugs, like so much freeware architecture is these days. I watch as bio 3D printed spinal disc chandeliers, ribcage chairs, and grizzle-stained pelvic coffee tables sweep into my room. Moving in day is so fun. A one-room studio apartment carved into the decay of old London is what I now call home. Old London is one of the few megalopolis, that exist across the planet. There are 90% of the population of Europe live now, covered by a pulsating organic sky and protected by giant biotech phallic gates. These allow only humans with the correct DNA or, in special circumstances, carrying NFC keys that can be read by the cock-dwelling deities. Let's call it home. Serial killer chic made it to the top 10 listicle on BBC. Sociodeco Architecture, how one man changed the nature of murder you won't believe. Now the teen murder punks have started wearing cheap polyester suits and gelling their hair and calling themselves Insurance Corps and hacking briefcases to secrete procedurally generated claim responses. Sounds very high-tech and futuristic. Next, we're playing Vieww. The optic nerves in my faceplate are overloaded by the slightest photon. Let's go. Well, it's probably daytime. Let's go to the balcony. Oh, that's cool. There's a hole next to the balcony. Next to the balcony. The previous renter gave me good advice. She said never go in the hole. Okay. Let's go down. Bathroom. Ain't much, but it's something. Bed. Look out the bedroom window. Look at the bed. Let's look out the window. Gated. That looks pretty nice, actually. Look at bed. My bed is covered in money that I'm hoarding in preparation for a righteous and benevolent society. That looks like some interesting presidents on there. Some cat presidents. Alright. Let's make it night then. Plastic bags hanging from the ceiling full of wet soil and plants. Take a picture in the mirror. Oh. Look out the window. It hurts my eyes. It's quite bright. Balcony. Kind of blurry. Bed. Curled up in my bed, shivering, eyes flickering from my phone to her window, like looking up and seeing a street lamp and the moon overlapping. I imagine her as my twin, though we have never spoke. If I can read today. This is pretty interesting. We can go back to day, so we can flip back and forth between different days, well, different times. Next.